Hi everyone, this is Fabio from UNET University. Today I will show you my lesson plan for adolescents, and this learning strategy will be individual in virtual environments. The topic we will work with is comparatives in English. So the main objective of this topic is to understand how to compare in English using the grammatical rules in an excellent way. So, first of all, I want to ask you something about this topic. In your opinion, what's a comparative? What do they work for? So, in this way, we are going to start the class by asking these questions in your own words. So, explain what's a comparative for you and how do you think that they work for. After you answer those questions, then we are going to start explaining this topic. And we have to follow this link in order to show you this picture about comparatives. So we are going to select this one, and now I will explain you how comparatives works. So comparative is to identify differences between two things, between two situations, two animals, two people, two actions, whatever. So, in this case, we need to know about adjectives. There are two kinds of adjectives. We have one-syllable adjectives, which are short, and we have two or more syllable adjectives, which are longer adjectives. So what happens when we have a one-syllable adjective? What you have to add is er to the adjective. In this case, we have some examples. We have big, which means the size, that is very big. In order to compare with someone else, so you have to say bigger. You have to add ger, bigger. And also you have to use this word, than. Than means or it's a connector between the two subjects you are comparing. Small, so the comparative would be smaller. Tall, comparative taller. Short, comparative shorter. Long, comparative longer. Stronger, weaker, faster, slower. And you also have to add than in all the cases. Than, always. Okay, that's what you have to do with one-syllable adjectives. But when the adjective is long, or we have two or more syllables, then you don't add er. What you need to add is more. So in this case we have beautiful, which has beautiful. It has three syllables. Then you have to put more to add more. More beautiful, and again than. Interesting. Interesting has four syllables. Then you have to add more interesting than. The same examples we have: more difficult than, more dangerous than, more expensive than, more popular than, more complicated than, more intelligent than, more confident than. So there is another option that when the adjective ends in y, so you have to put IER, than. So in this case all these adjectives finishes in y. In this case you have to add IER to the adjective in order to compare. That is the main structure of comparatives in English. Okay, now that you have explained that, now that you have understood this, we are gonna practice. So individually, each student has to present two examples using short and long adjectives, and you can choose or select the adjectives that we just saw in this case. After you do those two examples, we are going to practice with some other examples. In order to do this, I have created this explanation. So, comparative structure. We need subject, adjective, plus than, plus another subject. So in these cases you can see we have subject, motorbike, adjective, faster, we have word than, we have another subject which in this case is mine. So you have to follow this structure in order to compare in English. Here we have some examples in Spanish. We have this example in Spanish, and in English, of course, we have diamonds are, because it's plural, more expensive. More expensive because expensive is a long adjective, so you have to use more than the pearls. Okay? And then we have this example in Spanish. So we have to follow the structure: subject, Laura, adjective, prettier, not more pretty because pretty is a short adjective, so you have to add IER, and even pretty finishes in Y, so you have to add IER. Then you have Dan, and then you have the other subject, Paola. So in this case I'm gonna give you some Spanish comparatives, and what you have to do is to translate them to English following the structure that I just showed you. And in this way we are going to grade according to your performance. We are going to grade fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and of course the way you do the exercise. So after you finish the exercise, you have to go in front of the virtual environment, in front of your classmates, and say the comparatives that you have created for this class. So that would be all, and for doing this we have 1 hour to do this activity. So that would be all. Thank you.